no one knows. Hides the face, lies the snake in the sun. In my disgrace, boiling heat, the summer stench. Neath the black, the sky looks dead. Call my name through the cream, and I'll hear you scream again. Black hole sun, won't you come? Wash away the rain. Black hole sun, won't you come? Won't you come? Won't you come? Stuttering, cold and damp, steal the warm wind, tired friend. Times are gone for honest men, sometimes far too long for snakes. In my shoes,
6.5 hours later.
in my youth, I pray to keep heaven send hell away. No one sings like you anymore. Black hole sun, won't you come? Wash away the rain. Black hole sun, won't you come? Won't you come? Black hole sun, won't you come? Wash away the rain. Black hole sun, won't you come? Won't you come? Won't you come? Won't you come? Won't you come?
What generator?
2,000 years later.
surprise, motherfucker. Oh, hell no!
Oh God! Oh God!
Hey fellow captains, it's Muse. So today we're featuring the Anshan, which is a tier 5 Pan Asian Destroyer. It is a Gnevny class, so if you've played the Soviet line, the Russian line, you've played Gnevny, so it's for more or less the same thing. There are some changes between the Gnevny and this. This was refitted for the Pan Asian country that it went to. So, some things about the Anshan. It makes a really good gunboat or a really good torp boat. You can kit it out either way. As we know, I love my gunboats. So, guess what I built it as? Gunboat. So, everything I'm going to feature here is a gunboat build for it. Still very effective with the torps, but not as specialized as if you put a torp build on it. When we get to the commander, you'll see who I'm running. There's a couple commanders you can use with the Pan Asian DD commanders. So we went with the gun commander, and we kitted up a full gun build, and that's how I play Anshan. Now, one thing to note with Anshan, because it is a Gnevny, the turret traverse is pretty slow. So that's something that even when you spec for it, it's still going to be on the slower side, and that's something you need to be aware of. If you're used to playing the Russian gunboats, you're used to the slower traverse, you'll kind of have a feel for how to play it. If you're not, you're going to learn, because, yeah, they're pretty slow even with the build geared towards turret traverse. It's still not quick to get on target, so that is definitely a specific issue. Another thing that comes from it being a Russian DD, it has a lot of speed. So you will get a speed boost with this, and it's already, I believe it was 39 something knots without the speed boost. So once you pop the speed boost, you can definitely move around the map pretty quick, get that done. Other than that, the only exception from Gnevny that really stands out is Anshan gets deep water torps. And those are really nasty against cruisers and battleships. So with that all said, let's go ahead and start taking a look at the build. Alright, so first up is Consumables. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. We have our damage control, pretty standard, nothing special. Let's go ahead to the smoke. So you have 20 seconds worth of smoke you can lay down. It lasts for 84 seconds and it takes 240 seconds to reload. The engine boost is +8 to your engine speed, 120-second duration, and a 180-second reload time with 2 of those. And moving on. So then we're going to take a look at our modules. Let's go ahead and open that up. And we have main battery mod 2 in the first slot. Steering gears mod 2 in the second slot. And you get a choice of torps. Again, we run the deep waters on our Anshan. Just to give you a look at what the other stats are on the other torps. But yeah, we go with the deep waters. They do so much damage to battleships and cruisers. It's really hard-hitting, and that's what I enjoy about the deep waters, and that's why we run them. But with that look at modules, let's go ahead and move along. Then a quick look at the armor. We're not going to spend too much time here because there's never too much to talk about on armor on destroyers. Because it is a Russian destroyer, it is a bit tankier than your other DDs. This is good and bad. Good when you're fighting another DD, bad when you're fighting cruisers or anything that hits harder because you have more armor. That means things that would overpen the lightly armored destroyers are actually going to arm and go off inside your ship, causing lots and lots of damage. So against destroyers good, against cruisers bad. And let's move along. Okay, so then taking a look at the stats, we'll start off with the hit points, 14.4. Armor, we just took a look at in the armor viewer, so we're not going to discuss it here. Artillery, we have 430 millimeters, firing range of 10.7, reload 3.3 seconds. Turn time is 20.7 seconds, 1900, 7% on the HE, and 2500 on the AP. Torpedoes, long range, you get 8 kilometers, 60 knots, 79-second reload on them, and you get 6 of those. So, yeah. AA, non-existent. Don't rely on the AA. If something's directly over the top of you, yeah, but other than that, no. Speed 39.1 without the speed boost, turning circle 610, rudder shift 3.9, and concealment 5.4, kind of middle of the pack. So we will take that. By air it's 3.2, and guaranteed 2 as always. And let's go ahead and move along. And then for our commander, we have a guise on it of Muna Hirshinova, but underneath you can see we have Sa Shinbing. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. That is the Pan Asian DD gunboat commander. Back to Muna. So we have Tin Opener. It increases the ricochet angle of destroyer AP shells, so you get better pens at better angles. Observant Rage, that's going to take down our main battery reload time. We are a gun build. You could go with no fly zone. The AA is abysmal, so it's not really worth it. Detectability range in the second slot. Twist and track to help the traverse speed on the guns in the third slot. Smoke on the water, it's going to give us a little longer dispersion time on the smoke. You could also run Knuckle Duster if you want to juice up your torps a bit. And then we have Unstoppable for our legendary. And then over here for inspirations, we have Bay for detectability and Swirsky for detectability. So that is my gunboat build, and we're going to move on. All right, into our featured battles. So we're on Sea of Fortune. And you're going to see my comms light up a lot this game. This is one of the few games where I got really frustrated. I got in the game chat. I'm surprised I didn't get a comms ban. because I roasted the ever-living you-know-what out of this team. They do the black hole thing, and the black hole thing wins you a game maybe 1 out of 10 or 1 out of 20 games. Most of the time it does not work out because the other team can envelop you in a crossfire. When all your ships are piled in one part of the map, the other team has the ability to just envelop you in a crossfire. The only reason that's not going to happen, if you look on the very top left of that mini-map, you see that one battleship. That is a Tennessee, and he's extremely slow. So it's going to take him time to get across the map, and he's going to kind of play rear guard. And we're able to check the enemy team enough that they're not able to wrap around and envelop the rest of our team. And that's basically what wins us this game. So that guy in that Tennessee, I believe his name was Night Stalker, or their name was Night Stalker. That was the MVP of this game. I don't care where they finished on the scoreboard. They held back the entire enemy team. And it wasn't even like the rest of our team, pushed around the other side of the map. But that's what wins us this game. And usually when you see the black hole thing, the only way you're going to win that game is if the other team potatoes harder. And it's just not a good strategy. You see it happen a lot, and I don't understand why. So you can see initially I'm pushing off to Alpha here. And I've got nobody coming with me. Absolutely nobody on this team. They're all, you can see they're just a lemming train to that Charlie cap. Now you can see the red team is actually spreading out and deploying the way they should. So I'm going to get into it a little bit here at Alpha, but I quickly realize I have no support. You can see that even the Tennessee is trying to get out of there because he knows he's all by himself and it's going to take him all day to get anywhere. So we fire off at the Aoba. He must have had his sonar running because he ends up seeing these and dodging them, which is a pretty good dodge on his part. And the whole beginning of this fight is going to be really slow, and then about mid-fight it's going to kind of pick up, and by the end is when we get all our damage and all the good stuff happening. I'm going to explain my thought process to some of what goes on here, because it is a very slow game until the very end. So again, I initially tried to go to the Alpha cap. I don't have support here. Like, I'm trying to tell my team, like, hey, there's people over here. Again, you'll see my comms. Right now, it's turned off, and you'll see me turn it on in a second. And once I turn it on, you're just going to see it going off constantly because I literally went off on this team. That may be what inspired them to come out with the win. I don't know. If you were in this game and you were on my team, I actually wish I would have captured the comms because it was pretty funny. I roasted the ever-living hell out of this team. And it's about to start. You're about to see the mic click. The little symbol that says my mic is, turned off is about to go away, and you're about to start seeing that light up. So again, we moved out of Alpha. We're heading back towards this mid. Tennessee's in a little bit of trouble now. He's, again, bringing up the rear, so now he's the one kind of getting enveloped into crossfires. And he's also got DDs chasing him, which there's a couple plays I could have made here. I chose to stay and help this guy out because I've been this ship that the team does this crap of just going into the black hole and you're in something slow and you can't catch up with them. And the next thing you know, you're being jumped by like 6 ships. So you can see he's turned out. He's heading towards the back of the map. I told our carrier to move as well, and our carrier, for some reason, went the opposite way. I'm not sure what that game plan was. Literally drives into the push from the enemy and is going to get absolutely wrecked for it. I told him to go the other way. I literally clicked on the far corner at the top right of the mini-map. Clicked on him, told him to fall back, and clicked on that right corner, and he went to the left. So, don't ask me. Don't know what was going on there. So here you see DD pops up. And this is kind of where I'm realizing I need to defend this battleship. So we can't hit the DD with torps, so we're going to target the New Mexico. And yeah, I'm realizing I need to help this battleship out. He's, again, this is if you ask me, this is the team's MVP right here. Like, look how many ships he's got coming from that side, and there is nothing else to shoot at. I mean, the carrier right now, because the carrier did I don't know what. I'm pretty sure I roasted the carrier player too. Well, you see my comms are on now. I'm in, and I rarely get into game chat, but this was just frustrating to see. Like, when you look at that mini-map, like, look where they all are. We already have Charlie captured, and they're still driving to the far side of Charlie. Like, what are you guys doing? Very frustrating. But yeah, this Tennessee is literally tanking everything from the mid, everything from the alpha side. And he's about to kill this Fubuki. And I'm going to help him with the Gade. Then we're going to take out the Aoba. And he's doing work over here. He's tanking. He's doing damage. He's getting kills. So here's the Gade. And somewhere while I'm helping out with this Gade is when he kills Fubuki. So I'm going to drop some smoke for him. Because he is very low health. And he's getting bullied over here. So that gives him the options if he wants to not fire his guns and go dark and get some distance. Meanwhile, I'm going to stay pushing through my smoke, and I'm going to stay on this Gade. This is definitely a threat to him at 5 kilometers. And I'm being shot at by the Aoba as well, but with this Gade, I can't just let it go. It will wreck that battleship. And there we go. Tennessee knocks him out. He already got the Fubuki. There's Aoba. I'm going to turn and kite away. I'm spotted from firing at the Gade. We're going to try to get dark again. Border helped me out a little bit there. And this Tennessee was so appreciative that somebody like stayed and actually helped him out. And yeah, I hate being that ship that like you're in a slow, very slow ship and the whole team just drives away from you and goes to like one little corner of the map and you're stuck kiting like 6-7 ships. He knocks out the Aoba right there. Gives me a thank you, and this is where we're going to part ways. I'm going to let him go, and I'm going to start heading down to the other side of the map here. They only have 3 ships left. I'm sitting at 20,000 damage, and all my damage is going to come off these last 3 ships. I'm going to dev strike one of the battleships and dev strike the CV. Not an ideal game, but, you know, like, what am I going to do? Like, the position I was left in, the position that Tennessee was left in. What else are you going to do? Like, if I didn't help the Tennessee, he would have gotten, like, that. Like, I don't think it would have made a difference maybe in the game if he would have ended up dying, but at the same time, that's so frustrating of an experience. Like, I've been that ship, and that is beyond frustrating. And it's so ridiculous for teams to do this because it almost never results in winning. It is one of the worst tactics in the game. This game is all about crossfires, all about establishing crossfires. Like, the team that gets the better crossfire opportunities is going to get rid of the other team's HP faster and win the game. And it's literally about crossfires and getting those established. So when you just pool all your ships into one part of the map, you no longer have any crossfires, and you are going to be crossfired, which means most likely you're all going to die. So it's just a terrible strategy, absolutely horrible tactic, but people do it. And it's very common. Like, a lot of people are afraid to be alone or to take their ship in. And, you know, like, when you watch Spartan oftentimes will do what is called counter-rotating and go the opposite way of that whole lemon train and establish crossfires based off everyone trying to get crossfires on your teammates that are all piled in one location. And it's very effective. You can have some very big games that way, but you have to be not afraid of going out by yourself. So we just absolutely dev struck that battleship.
Selesai dalam 5 menit.
Came off a corner. He was right on top of us. And now it's just to drive across the map to go get the carrier. I know where he is. I have my RF on. And it was kind of a boring game, but that's what happens when teams do what this team did. Like,
Kemenangan sudah dekat.
had I had some support at Alpha, you know, it might have been a nice fight at Alpha, but, you know, like, what am I going to do? Literally drove all the way down to Charlie just to drive to Charlie, and now you're coming all the way back across the map. And yes, they won this one. They got lucky, and they won this one. This strategy fails 9 times out of 10 at the least. Like, the amount of times I see teams do that black hole thing and get a win is so few and far between. And it's literally the worst strategy in the game. And this is one of those few lucky times it actually works out and you get a win out of it. Like, of all the tactics in the game, it's literally like you're begging to lose. You're begging to lose. If the other team has any halfway decent players, they're going to get crossfires on you. And that didn't happen here, but again, that Tennessee held his ground back there. And so here we go. We're going to put a big run on the carrier here. We know he's around this corner. We have torps ready. He's about to have a really bad day. And I literally end up with 100k damage in what, like the last 3-4 minutes of the game? And you can see I'm still going crazy on comms. Like, I roasted this team so bad. So bad. I was not happy with all this. There we go. That is going to be the end of the game. That's all I have for you, captains. I will catch you next time. I appreciate you. Good hunting, fair seas. Take care. Bye.